You look at the world today and you feel it. The game feels rigged. Housing prices are up 40%. Groceries are up 30%. Yet your paycheck is flat. Meanwhile, the luxury car dealerships are sold out and is hitting all-time highs. You ask yourself, how can the economy be booming for them while it is collapsing for me? The media tells you it's corporate greed. The politicians tell you it's tax policy. They are both distracting you. The truth is deeper. The truth is embedded in the physics of money itself. There are three invisible laws, discovered 300 years ago, that dictate exactly who gets rich and who stays poor. These laws are not opinions. They are mechanics, like gravity, and right now all three are working against you. In this episode, we are going to strip away the politics and look at the raw code of the financial system. We are going to examine the Cantillon Effect, Gresham's law, and the Pareto Principle. Once you see them, you can't unsee them, and more importantly, you can finally stop swimming downstream. Let's open the first file, 1755, Richard Cantillon, an Irish-French banker who discovered a secret that the Federal Reserve hopes you never learn. He asked a simple question: what happens when new money enters an economy? Most people think it spreads out evenly, like mist. Cantillon proved that money flows like a river. It enters at a specific point. Today, that point is the central bank and the commercial banks. The people standing at the source of the river, the government, the banks, and the large corporations, get the new money first. They get to spend it before prices have risen. They use this cheap cash to buy assets, houses, stocks, gold. By the time the money flows down the river to you in the form of wages, it has been diluted. The prices of the assets have already gone up. This is called the Cantillon lag. The rich get asset inflation. Their stocks go up. The poor get price inflation. Their bread goes up. This isn't a bug. It is the feature. The closer you are to the printer, the richer you get. The further away you are, the poorer you get. Now that you know the game is rigged by the flow of money, let's look at law number 2, Gresham's law. Discovered in 1558 by Sir Thomas Gresham. His rule is simple. Bad money drives out good. Imagine you have two coins in your pocket. One is a pure silver coin, good money. The other is a debased coin, mixed with copper, but the government says it's worth the same, bad money. Which one do you spend? You spend the bad one. You get rid of it. Which one do you keep? You hoard the silver. This applies perfectly to 2026. The dollar, the euro, the yen, these are bad money. They are being printed to infinity, Cantillon. So what do smart people do? They spend them. They get rid of cash as fast as possible. And what do they keep? They hoard good money, scarcity, real estate, gold, Bitcoin, fine art. Gresham's law explains why you can't find affordable houses, because the smart money has hoarded the good assets and left you circulating the bad paper. If you are saving in cash, you are holding the hot potato that everyone else is trying to throw away. So the rich get the money first, Cantillon, and they use it to hoard the scarce assets, Gresham. This leads us to the final and most terrifying law, the Pareto Principle. 1896. Vilfredo Pareto. He noticed that 20% of the pea pods in his garden produced 80% of the peas. He looked at Italy and found that 20% of the people owned 80% of the land. This is the 80-20 rule, and it applies to everything. In a free market, or even a rigged one, advantage compounds. If you have the assets, Gresham, and the access, Cantillon, your wealth grows exponentially. If you have wages and liabilities, your wealth stagnates. Mathematically, wealth must concentrate. Without intervention, the 1% becomes the 0.1%. This explains why tax-the-rich schemes rarely work long-term. The physics of the system naturally push resources to the most efficient allocators, or the most connected ones. Inequality isn't a policy failure. It is the default state of the system. Now, let's put them together. This is the triple trap you are living in. Step 1, the crisis hits. The government prints trillions. Who gets it? The banks and corporations, Cantillon. Step 2, they see the inflation coming, so they dump the cash and buy up all the single-family homes and commodities. Step 3, the assets explode in value. The top 20% who own the assets see their net worth double. The bottom 80% see their rent double, Pareto. This is the mechanism. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's an operating system. And if you are waiting for a politician to come save you, you don't understand the laws. The laws don't care about your vote. So can you break the laws? No, but you can use them. Here's the playbook for episode 41. Move upstream. Stop holding cash. Cash is downstream sludge. You need to be in assets that inflate. If you can't be a bank, be an owner. Own the thing the bank buys. 2. Practice Gresham's law. When you get paid in fiat currency, bad money, convert it immediately into store of value, good money. Don't save in dollars. Save in gold, silver, Bitcoin, or land. Be your own central bank. 3. Join the 20% Pareto. Understand that the middle is dying. You are either an owner or a renter. The system is designed to wipe out the middle class. You must concentrate your capital into high-conviction assets rather than diversifying into mediocrity. The physics of wealth are brutal, but they are predictable. You can be the victim of the laws or the beneficiary. The choice is yours. They call it the invisible hand. I call it the invisible cage. But now you have the key. Cantillon, Gresham, Pareto. Memorize these names because they are deciding your financial future more than your boss, your president, or your bank account. This is the smart money wisdoms. The future belongs to the owners.